Okay guys, so this is the second lesson and I'm actually really excited to be doing this lesson with you guys, because this is, when I started learning Python, this is one of the things I learned where I was really excited to learn it, because it meant that I could interact with Python, and someone could interact with what I built in terms of my application, in terms of my code. So hopefully you'll feel the same excitement that I felt several years ago when I started learning about inputs. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know. So it's very simple. I'm going to just type in input, what is your name? And what do you think is going to happen now when I type this in? Well, I'll type in run. You can see in the bottom, it's now going to say, what is your name? Now, this looks exactly the same as print, what is your name? But there is one very important difference, and I'm going to show you what the difference is right now. So if I type in print, what is your name? You can see that I can't type anything here. I'm pressing my keyboard now. I'm pressing several buttons on my keyboard. You might be able to hear me, but I can't type anything in. So what do I do? Okay, or what can I do? If I type in input, what do you think the difference is going to be? Well, now I can actually talk back to my console and I can type in whatever I want to. So I'm going to type in Kasim Ali, which is my name. Great. So I've just talked back to the console and Python has picked up the fact that my name is Kasim Ali, but it's not done anything with that information because we need to save it to a variable, or we need to assign it to a variable. How do we do that? If I type in your age, or rather your name, now whatever I type in after this import is going to be assigned to the variable your age. Okay. And we can test this. How do we test it? Well, we can just print your name right here. And now if I type in run, you're going to see it's going to wait for me to type something in. So I'll type in Matthew, Aurelius, Aristotle, something very long. And you can see it prints out Matthew, Aurelius, Aristotle as I input this name into my console. Great. So what can we do with this? We've now learned that we can assign things to a variable and we can print out those variables, or we can print out the assigned information that has been assigned to a variable. Very complicated, right? So here, let's break this down. We'll say something like the input has been assigned to a variable. Okay, and now here we're just printing the variable out, printing the variable. Perfect. So this is a description of my code. We can start to do things later on, and we're not going to go into too much detail, but we can start doing things like this, where we ask a series of questions, like so. And I'm just going to, for the sake of brevity, I'm going to put in your age, and I'm going to put in your color. We'll do age, color. And I know this isn't a correct sentence. Actually, you know what? Let's change that. What is your favorite color? Okay, what is your age? There we go. We'll get rid of this. Okay, and then we can start doing things like print, and we'll use an F string for this. Don't worry if you don't know what this is. It's not actually that important right now. We'll do your name is equal to your name, and you'll understand what all of this is much later on, but right now we don't need to know. Okay, we'll just copy and paste that a few times. We'll do your age, your favorite color, and we're gonna put this code right there and put your color right here. Now when I type in run, it's gonna ask me 3 questions. So my name is Kasim, my age is, I'm 32, and my favorite color is blue. Okay, so you can see now it's giving me back this information, which is really good. This is perfect, right? Now we can start interacting with the user, and the user can interact with us, and we can do some really interesting things. But we'll learn about that in the next few lessons or so. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again in the next video, whether it's Minecraft, this, or Roblox or something, but I'll see you guys again. So goodbye, guys. Let me switch my cam. There we go. Okay, goodbye, guys. Have fun.